Hey YouTube, it is Hybridus here, and we're back with another video on Winds of Valen. I've seen a couple people confused when it comes to combat, so I kind of want to go over a few things when it comes to attack styles, what to use against different mobs, and what to defend when fighting different mobs. I feel like this will help out a lot of new players who seem a little bit confused, and we're also going to be doing that 50k gold giveaway right now. So I'm going to do the duck race, and then we'll probably set up the next giveaway on stream, so make sure you check me out at twitch.tv/hybridus, and let's jump into that giveaway right here. Alright, so we got the duck race right here. We have got Gord, TJ, or Tux. We got Mr. Perfect, Absolute, and Dabble right here. Our first duck race. Good luck, everybody. This will be for 30 seconds and our 50k winner. Let's see here. So if you guys haven't done a duck race before, it always comes down to the last 10 seconds. So no matter what you see here, be wary. Your duck may stop for a little bit of worms in the water. You never know. So right now in the lead, we've got our man TJ Tux with a unicorn duck. Can he take it all the way with this mythical being right here? We're down to our last 7 seconds here. Oh, I see a speed boost. Is that Mr. Perfect right there? With his naked duck out of nowhere to finesse it? Aw, congratulations right there. That's going to be our first winner of a duck race. Coming in second, we had Dabble, and third, Mr. Gord. Alright, Mr. Perfect, just let me know whenever you want to be paid out. Put a comment in this video, and I'll get you sorted for that. Congratulations. So the first attack and defense style I want to go over here is going to be the quick damage and the pierce protection. So when it comes to quick damage, we're going to be looking here at the skeleton rapier, and we're looking at this exotic bow here. So quick damage is going to link to the pierce damage. So we're going to notice here with these little bandit mercenaries, they have a 60 pierce damage. So let's throw this on, and we're going to notice they also deal 60 quick damage. So that's why we're going to be equipping our advanced parry shield, which is going to link to evasion here. So you can see the different shields. We've got the original parry shield right here, and we got our different armors here for evasion. Tells you how to train evasion here. So let's go attack these guys. Okay, now we're pretty strong, right? So I guess that's not the best thing to show using pierce. But normally they're really strong in it, alright? So let's look at this dude. Look, the boss is pretty strong in this dude. Let's attack him a little bit. So like, say we were to be using magic or anything else right now, we would be tearing him apart. But they're a lot stronger versus pierce, so we can compare this. Let's go to the elves over here, because the elves are really weak to pierce. I'm going to sprint over here and give me just a second. So now we're here at the elves, and you notice they have a 10 pierce. So when we attack down, way better. I mean, it's not like that the world drastically better, but it's definitely a little better experience there. So that's how it works with quick damage. You want to use quick damage against pierce. And if they are using quick damage against you, which it will show right here, you're going to make sure that you have yourself a parry shield on. One last thing when it comes to quick damage is that you can also use a bow. Bows give you quick damage as well. At least the exotic bow does. If we look over here, see the willow bow, it does heavy damage. The willow bow is different. So look at the difference in this versus, let's come over here and grab the willow bow. And we'll attack this guy here. Look at that. It's not the biggest increases, but it's enough of an increase that I would honestly want to be using the right attack style against whatever you can. Okay, so this is where things change up a little bit here. So if you notice with the Skeleton Knight here, he does 80 heavy damage. So when it comes to heavy damage and slash damage, the way to protect yourself from that will be using the Elven Shield, or let's just call these the heavy shields, alright? So if you go to your levels, you go to defense, these are the shields that you could use to protect yourself from this type of damage. And now if we look at his protection, he is really weak against slash. So the weapons we'd want to use against these skeletons would be right here, any type of sword, or even a great sword right here. So any two-hander weapon here too. So let's equip this sword. You'll notice we take them out really quickly. Let's pull out the two-hander. Like, look at this damage. I'm gonna go to the bank really quick and I'll get a piercing weapon. Ooh, a titanium ring. And we'll go ahead and check that difference. Okay, so now we've got my skeleton rapier here that does pierce damage and quick damage. So let's attack him here. Oh my gosh, we got skeleton greatsword from that. So there's definitely a little bit of a difference. It's not the craziest one in the world, but you definitely want to make sure that you're using the difference. And even if you hover over, see, it increases defense against slash weapons, increases defense against pierce weapons. So realistically, over time, you see how I just protected it right there? They will never, ever protect, for the most part, if you're using a slash weapon. There should be no reason at all. But just that little bit of protecting from this makes you want to stay off of it. When it comes to protection as well, let's go ahead and poke one. So let's poke you. So let's see what happens. Let's see, he's attacking us with our heavy shield. Not too much going on here. 3 damage. Let's put on our parry shield. Let's see what happens here. And our defense is up, so he's gonna occasionally miss. That's a point of defense. Let's look here. Oh my gosh, he's missing a lot. Increased chance to completely mitigate pierce or slash type. I mean, alright, let's take this. No, maybe one day he'll hit us. There we go, a 61. Let's see how much he hits with this. Hopefully we don't block it too much. 4. Okay, so you guys see the difference right there. So now let's move on to the mystical damage. This has to do with magic. I want to say only the elf scholars and the bosses right now do mystical damage. So as we see here, these scholars, they deal 85 mystical damage and 85 lightning accuracy. That means they're going to use lightning. So for that, we're going to want to have an adept ward on to keep us protected from that. If we come over here to warding and we read this, increase your chance to completely mitigate a fire, ice, or lightning type of damage. Reduce the incoming mystical type damage while using a warding shield. You have to have the warding shield. So here's all the different shields for it. And then when it comes to our damage, so as we see here, they're really weak to fire, medium to ice, super strong versus lightning. So if they're super strong versus lightning, let's see this. Does absolutely nothing. Let's try out the ice. Okay, so we did a little bit right there. There we go. So now we're doing ice. Okay. So we're doing better damage here. And let's switch over to our firewall now. Hitting them every time. Melting them. Amazing right there. So that's how that works with that. And then when it comes to protection, let's go ahead and annoy one here. So look at him when he attacks us with this shield. They're pretty good. Let's put on a different shield. About to give it a second. There we go, 73. Let's put on our parry shield. Our warding is up a little bit, so that's why we mitigate some damage. But 56. Let's see if he can damage it all with this warding shield on. A 5. See the difference in that right there? So that is how warding works. That's how your mystic damage works. Just make sure against guys like this, he's super weak against fire. I'm going to want to bring my fire staff here. It's going to absolutely tear him up. Well, fire wand, honestly, so you can protect yourself. But you guys get the drift of it. So when it comes to bossing, things change up a little bit. You'll notice with this boss here, it says he does 60 quick damage, 75 heavy damage, mystical damage 120. He does slash accuracy. He does lightning accuracy. Like everything about him looks a little bit intimidating, right? So let me show you exactly what to do here. When you go to fight the boss, when they're attacking normally and just hitting you with the sword, we're going to start off with our heavy shield. Let's go in here and attack them. So this is going to be heavy shield. Now, quick attacks are the only dodgeable attacks in the game. I'm going to stand in it. This is a quick attack. You see how I protected like that? And those are heavy attacks, so I got a 7 protection. Quick attacks are the only ones you can move from. Now, that is going to be mystical damage. That's when we pull out our ward. You see how there's lightning on his sword? He's doing abilities now. This is going to be our mystical protection. Anytime he does that little red spin, it's going to be quick damage. Okay, so right there, that's mystic damage. He's shooting a lightning laser out. If he does the spin, it's quick damage. The only stuff you can dodge besides this move right here that some of the bosses do with a little spin in the circle. And when he hits you normally, it's going to be heavy damage. It's not the hardest thing in the world right there. It's just very intimidating at first. The last tip I wanted to go over here is you'll notice instead of looking maxed out in defensive gear like this, a lot of players are running around looking a little bit more like this. Having the pirate hat on, the pirate boots on instead of the berserker boots and the myth helmet at. So if we put on full pirate set, we come over here and attack this bandit mercenary. Look how we're attacking. Let's put on this. Okay, let's attack him now. You notice how it's just a little bit slower? Just a little bit. Let's put on our shield right here. Just a little bit. Let's put this on. Going faster. Now, you always hit the same attack speed. You always hit the same attack speed, but your animation is going to be quicker. So when I can do this, I can run away faster versus doing this and trying to get away just a little bit slower. That is going to wrap up this video though, guys. These are my combat tips. If you're wondering at all what damage does what do you need to protect yourself from, why are people wearing pirate gear, what does agility mean? Agility is the little speed up, what we were just talking about, that made us move out of the combat just a little bit faster. Now the attack speeds will stay the same for that. We're going to keep on doing giveaways. I'm going to pause this one for now. We'll do the next one in the stream. We'll figure out what we're going to do there. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I love making videos on this. I really want to pursue this, and hopefully we can go far with this, guys.